Guys, it's time once again for another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we are back at the 2D tier list. I changed some things around. We're doing Barbarians today, as you can see from the Barbarians icon on the top left-hand corner. I changed some things around. I did tilt it 45-degree angle. This means that now we get a more clear understanding of what is at the very top of the tier list overall, rather than seeing units at the top of the tier list and it's all, okay, it's just units that are 5-star in PvP, and then you have to look all the way to the right to see the units that are overall top of the tier list. And it's just something that we're not used to seeing and embracing when we look at tier lists. We're just like, what is at the top? The things at the top are the best. So now the things at the top actually are the best, instead of how it was before, where the things at the top right are the best. So maybe it'll be a little bit easier. Also, I gave it some perspective. You can barely notice, but now that I mention it, maybe you can notice a little bit more, so that the things on the top have a little bit more room, and then the things at the bottom, since there's really not too much in the bottom, we're not bringing rares and uncommons into the tier list, because no one really builds that. Unless it's Armiger, no one really cares about them too much. So there's really doesn't need to be anything cluttering around the bottom of the tier list, so we don't need that much space down there. But anyway, let's get it started. I also did change some things around with the, I mean, it's similar to the last tier list we did, in terms of I am weighting more. I'm taking things from Ayumi Love, of course, and I'm giving more weight to things like dungeons and the Doom Tower, and less weight to things in PvE like the keeps, like campaign, like Minotaur. Everything is good at Minotaur. Maybe not everything, but there's a lot. And Minotaur is kind of like the easier dungeon, because you're supposed to be farming it with things that don't have masteries that you just got, etc., etc. So you're bringing like everything basically into Minotaur. So it is kind of the easier dungeon, but the things that you're going to be farming on a regular basis, we're putting a little bit more weight on, and the things that are not so easy, we're putting a little bit more weight on. So anyway, let's get it started. First up, we have Alaz the Sunbearer. He is a mythical unit from Barbarians, of course, because that's what we're doing. He is 5. It's going to be another just 5. Excuse me, just everything is 5 stars in arena defense and offense. That was the issue with the last one. That was the issue with the last one, is everything was 5 stars. And I didn't make the stat. I didn't make the rankings in terms of like what gets what star levels, because I just feel like there's a lot more people that are I feel like that the person that or the few people that have developed websites specifically to raid Shadow Legends, I would value their opinion more than my own. That's the reason. If this was Summoner's War and my 10 years of experience, I would maybe argue differently, but let's see. Alaz the Sunbearer, so 5 stars. We're going to take this all the way up here. 5 stars in PvP. And then in PvE, we have roughly 3.8. So we're going to put it over here. Not bad. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Not S tier, not triple S tier, but probably about S tier level. Then we have Alsgore. Alsgore. I'm sorry, saying that out loud is kind of funny. Looking at it written, not so funny. But hey, we got Alsgore. If you're not from the United States, it's probably that you don't even get the joke that I'm making. Or if you're too young to know. Anyway, let's see what we've got. We have 4 stars in arena defense and offense. Where is Alsgore? I wonder if they did that on purpose. He looks nothing like him, but whatever. Unless he's been lifting weights and growing his hair out recently. I haven't been paying attention. And roughly 3.7 for PvE. So looking about right so far. Looking about what it should be, right? Yeah, looks about right. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm trying to make sure that what I'm trying to do is actually showing on the screen. Next up we have Altan, another legendary from the Barbarians. He is 5-star arena offense and defense, and he's actually got some use in Celestial Dragon, Eternal Dragon, Dragon Ice Golem, Minotaur, Lulz, Clan Boss. So he is, where are we? Oh, actually 3.4. Oh, because he's really bad at Frost Spider, Scarab King, Sand Devil, Iron Twin, Spider, Fire Knight. Okay, that's why he's 3.4 average. But 5 over here. Let's go up here and then roughly 3.4 there. Even though now we're going to see some more overlap. Can we try to get less overlap? Photoshop definitely wants me to overlap these things. Like, listen, if they're not like right next to each other, they should be on top of each other. I want to make comments, but I'm not going to make comments. Anyway, what do we have next? Armand's the Magnificent. He is very strong in... I feel like also Live Arena would be nice to have in. There's nothing for Live Arena. There's Arena Offense, there's Arena Defense, but for the ratings on Ayumi Love, there's not anything for Live Arena. Anyway, he is 5 stars in PvP. And he is roughly 2.6 for PvP. So... I'm trying to look to make sure everything is as it should be, but I kind of also feel, yeah. I feel like we need more tweaks, to be honest. I feel like we need more tweaks. Because he's at the same level, but for a different reason. But I mean, I suppose that goes without saying for a tier list like this. Like, you would see that he is better, like the things on the left-hand side are better for PvP, and the things that are on the right-hand side are better for PvE. So, maybe we need, I mean, we're going to keep making tweaks to this tier list. Anyway, let's see what we have next. It's a work in progress. It's an improvement over the last one, but we still got more work to do. Next one is Cronam. Barbarian's legendary attack type unit. He is 4 stars in arena offense and defense, and he is almost 4 stars in PvE as well. He's really good in Spider, and then he's good in Frostbiter, Sand Devil, Phantom Shogun. Okay. Interesting. So what do we have? 4 stars here and 3. Oh, it's right on top of that. All right, we'll stick him. We'll stick him here. We'll stick him there. I'm actually surprised. It's because of the Frost Spider and the Sand Devil Phantom Shogun Spider, and the fact that he's decent in a lot of these different dungeons. Even if he's not amazing, he is usable in a lot of them. So next we have Dune Herald Zaharis, 4 star in. Yeah, 4 star in PvP, and then a. Right over. Oh my goodness, is another one. I'm seeing we're gonna have everything clustered around here. Of course we are. Of course we are. Next up we have Dune Lord Gregor. So he is another one that's 4 star. He's better in offense than defense, but he's another one that's gonna be 4 star average in PvP. And I feel like we need some more clarity in the PvP, but that's not on my end. And then we have. We have him back here. Everything's gonna get clustered around. I can already feel it. I can feel it. Oh, Elder Scarg. Okay, he's not... Really? 4.5? I have him. I just built him. Oh, spoiler. We're gonna do a Elder Scarg video because I got him at 6-star Awakened. So, got lucky enough. Spoilers. Teasers. I suppose. I don't feel like I'm... Really? Really? Okay. Yeah, he's actually up here. I'm not trying to do that to make space. He's actually supposed to be... According to this, I would disagree. I have been using him in arena offense to test him out, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kind of like, oh, you could do it. You could do things with him. But what do we have next? Esme I mean, you can do things with all the units, I suppose. So 4 stars in PvP. And roughly 4 stars in PvE as well. She would be smashing with the other ones if she wasn't a little bit better in things like Frostbiter, Nether Spider, Magma Dragon, Eternal Dragon, Dark Fae, Hydra. What do we have next? Freya Fateweaver. So this should be a little bit above, a cut above the rest. She's got a 4-star. Wait a second. 4-star PvP. I've been here before. Okay, she's roughly. We're gonna stick her over here. We're already. Everything's clustered in the same spot. I feel like that's not I don't know. I feel like that might be the ratings in general. Maybe that's why these tier lists don't work. Maybe that's why no one's doing 2D tier lists. Then we have Jetney the Giant. So this is a 4-star. Where is he, actually? Oh, never mind. I was looking for a he. That's why I couldn't find it. And then we have... Ooh, really doo-doo. Really not so great in PvP. Yeah, there's no real dungeon that she excels at. She's usable in a few of them. Spider, Dragon, Ice Golem, but nothing ridiculous. So next up we have Contra, the Cyclone. She is 3 stars in Arena. I feel like some of these might even be. And then she's roughly 3.5. That's 2.5. Yeah, there we go. In PvE. So, not really. She's good in Magma Dragon, Frost Spider. That's about it. Faction Wars. A lot of things are good in Faction Wars. Next up we have Loki, which is 4 stars. And of course, it's either 4 or 5 stars in PvP, because it always is. And then we have a 2.83. Really? We're going to put that over here. Sad. He's like smashing her. He's like smashing her. Really? Okay. Yeah, things are still a little bit smushed, though. Hopefully it doesn't get worse. We're about 1/3 of the way through. Next up we have Odin. Odin shouldn't be smashing... Well, Odin should be smashing things, but not... He shouldn't be smashed around the other units. I disagree with some of these, though. But that's neither here nor there. That's not up to me to say. So 5 stars in PvP and 4 stars in PvE. I feel like Odin should be... top of the top. I don't know, man. Really good. I think the fact that people are just like built him so well that they're just like they're using him everywhere, even if he is not the unit to use everywhere. They're just using him everywhere regardless. Such an awesome unit, though. See, if it was me, I would just smash him all the way. Why am I saying smash so much? That's the word of the day, I guess. But if it was up to me, he would be right at the tippy top. Am I biased? Yes. Opardin Clan Father. Oh, good. This one is 2 stars in PvP. I bet the Opardin, the people that summon him are not too happy about that. And roughly over here in PvP, in PvE, just a little bit over 3 stars. Really bad unit across the board. Decent at Iron Twins. That's the best that he's got, apparently. Okay. Then we got the Nergiganti. Our Nergiganti Archer. This is from the Monster Hunter collab, I believe. So this one is 4 stars, Arena Offense and Defense. And so many collabs that I missed. And then we have... Oh my goodness, we gotta shove her over here. Let's put her here. Let's put her up here. We're giving her a little bit more... She's good in a lot of the Doom Tower floors. I'm fine with giving her a little bit more credit over there, because she is really solid in these Doom Tower floors. Let's put her over here. That's better. That's better. Really, really good there. Okay, then we have Raf Matab, another lovely unit that I've summoned, which of course is a 2-star PvP unit. Well, that's the one that we got on the new account. Good in Dreadhorn, terrible everywhere else. Thanks for that. So he is roughly over there. Wonderful. That is a legendary unit, guys. That Plarium thinks that is balanced. Next up we have Ruarc Wormbane, which is a 3.5 in PvP. And around here in... let's put him here. In PvE. Good in Ice Golem, Fire Knight, Dreadhorn, Spider. Decent in Dragon. Decent in a lot of the... yeah, okay in Nether Spider, Frost Spider. Next up we have Scylla Drakes, which is... I'm expecting some lovely things from her. 4.5 in Arena Offense and Defense. And then for... a little bit over 4... Yeah, we'll stick her over here. Nice, nice. Solid unit. I really need to build that. I really do. Next up, we have Thor Fayhammer, which I feel like is not going to do very... Again, this is another one very similar to Odin, where I feel like people have built him really well for PvP, and that's why they're using him a bunch in PvE. Not necessarily because he's the best unit for the job. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like the 4.5 in Arena. And then we've got him... Let's... He is way too close to Elder Scar. Get the hell out of it. I mean, what's the substitute? I guess I don't know. I don't even know if that's a curse. I really don't. I really don't. Tuhanaruk. Next up, this is the one. She gets 5 stars, of course, in PvP. I'm surprised at some of these star ratings, though. Really, she's got wow. Wow, she is as close as you can get to a 5-star all around. Sand Devil and Phantom Shogun are the things that are holding her back. She's 5 stars literally every... Wow, it's ridiculous. Tuhanaruk. She's a support unit, though. Like, that should really say maybe choose this one from the for new players. As you guys like, hold on, I'm gonna re-download the game. Just reminding you, if you want to test out Tuhanaruk, get a second account with this. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description on an emulator. Just build a new instance on an emulator and then test it out. Test out so many different units. What do we have next? Turvold. 5 stars in Arena offense and defense. And then we have really good in Fire Knight, Dragon, Ice Golem. A lot of the keeps, and a lot of the stages in Doom Tower. Wow. Wow. We're actually going to put him right below Tuhanaruk. Next up we have Ursuga Warcaller. 5 stars Arena in offense and defense. Really? And then, wow. We're going to stick her up there. I feel like it's weird for Odin to be, whatever, not my place. Or maybe it is my place. I don't know. When will it be my place? That's a good question. Valkyrie, another 5-star for PvP. And then for all the other PvE dungeons, she's going to make it very challenging. We're going to put her over here. Actually, better ratings than I expected from her. Frost Spider, Scarab King, Eternal Dragon, Dreadhorn, Minotaur, Spider, Fire Knight, Dragon, Ice Golem. Strong in all of those. Okay, what do we have next? Please, some doo-doo units. Xena, Warrior Princess. All right, 4.5 in PvP. And then for PvE, we have her at a little bit over 3. Okay, so no one's really cramping her style. There's so much cluster around. It's not too much overlap, but it's about to be too much overlap if we have other units that are in the same region. But I think here, now that we're getting into the epics, we're not at the epics yet, but we're getting into the epics, and I think that that's going to be lower on PvP, and then we're not going to be super congested all around that same area. So we've got Karl the Scourge, and we have him here at 4 stars for PvP, and oh my goodness, and he's gonna be we're gonna stick him right there. Right there, just a legend, Void Legend though. Void Legend. Next up we have Epic Aina. She is 2.5 in Arena offense and defense. Right over here, and she is roughly a little bit less than 2.5 in PvE. Still better than a rough Matab. Then we have Alika. She is 4.5. Wow. I feel this is a stretch, man. This is a stretch. Don't even give me that. 4.5. They're like, I like her so much. She's pretty. Yumi, I think she's pretty. I'm going to get a strongly worded email. Okay, Armina is the next one. She is 3.5 in PvP. And we have her at 3 in PvE. There we go. And then we have, oh my goodness, a tour is the next after that. 5 stars arena offense and wow, 5 stars arena offense and defense. But that is offset by the fact that he is terrible in PvP. We have him a little bit under 2. Baroth the Blood-Soaked. 2 stars in offense and defense. Nice. Solid PvP champ. And we have over here, roughly over here for PvE. Really not great at anything. Mostly unusable in everything. Okay. Okay. Jamarsa, 3.5 in PvP. And a little bit, oh, right over here. Right over there. Almost overlapping, but not quite. Farakin the Fat. This one's going to overlap something. That wasn't a fat comment. That was just that I feel like he's going to have similar stats, be useful in similar places to everything else. Not everything else, but yeah. And then we have him at... We're going to have to bump up his usefulness a little bit. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I feel like that's even more than fair for Farakin. I know he's promoted a lot by different YouTubers. Not promoted in terms of like sponsored, but promoted in terms of like they're saying use him for a lot of different content because he's easier to get than legendaries. So, and he's also very useful. Harkin Greatblade, 2.5 for arena offense and defense. Where's Harkin? Oh, here she is. Here she is. 2.5, and she is at 2, a little bit over 2.5 over here. Next we have High Katoon. I feel like that one's actually going to get decent ratings. Decent ratings for here, and then a little bit. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to put High Katoon over here. Hoskarul. He's got 5 stars in arena offense and defense. However, really bad in PvE. There's nothing he really shines in. Eternal Dragon, he's useful in. Nothing he really shines in PvE terms. So, where is he? 5 stars in PvP. Again, I feel like this is... I don't know, man. I feel like some of these ratings are... well, this one should be easy. Should be easy to place. Yeah, we have Jotun, which is a 1-star unit in PvP. That's probably being generous. And it is... Oh, he's almost to 2 stars in PvE. What an amazing unit. All right, next we have Kalia, which is 2.5 in arena offense and defense. And then she is a little bit over 2. She's okay. She's over there. We're almost done. We have Maeve, which is 2 stars in arena offense and defense. And then oh my goodness. Yeah, you see the epics are not really hanging around here at the top too much. Sikara. So Sikara is 4 stars in PvP. And then she is a little bit over 2 in PvE. Skytouch Shaman. Skytouch Shaman should be fairly good. 4.5 stars in arena offense and defense. And then... Wow. I'm going to have to actually stick her here. She should be like over right where Scylla the Drakes is. Should we promote Scylla the Drake? Let's promote her. Hey, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. As I'm now questioning the integrity of the tier list. As I just move things around randomly. I feel like that's more fair, I suppose. Next up we have Suai Firstborn, which is 3 stars in arena offense and defense. And then around here for PvE. Where's she good? Not really great in anything. Good, useful in Magma Dragon, Scarab King, Ice Golem, Dragon. We have Teshada. Tashada is 3 stars in PvP. And then a little bit over 2 stars over here in PvP. There's a few things that got like a little too clustered, but not as bad as it could be. Not as bad as it could be. Next we have Vala, 4.5 in PvP. And we have not really that great in PvE. I mean, I suppose what do you expect, right? Usually things that are great in PvP are not great in PvE, or vice versa. And then we have Woad Painted, 3 stars. Sure, 3 stars. You use her then. So it would be about covering this a little bit. We're gonna really, really. I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, I feel like that's being generous. Anyway, that is the tier list for Barbarians. Really? Y'all wild. That is the tier list for Barbarians. Hope this was helpful. I feel like it's a decent showing. They really gave Ruarc out to everyone, and it is one of the best units here. I mean, it is the best unit here today in Barbarians, but I just mean in like in terms of all of them, all of the different yeah. That's wild. All right, guys. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always in the next one.